Hello, this is Eric with TruTech Tools. Today I wanted to go over the differences between the Testo 310 and the Testo 320. Okay, today we're going to start off with the Testo 310. This is their entry-level combustion analyzer. I'm just want to show you real quick what comes in the box. So we have you can order this piece with or without the printer. Okay, it comes with silicone tubing so that we can do a separate pressure test and extra particle filters, as well as the power supply and the carry case itself. We're going to start off with a 310. I've already turned the unit on. It takes about 30 seconds to start, warm up, and go through a purge cycle. As we can see here, it's a two-line display. We can put different things on the display, but it's only a two-line display, monochrome display. Does have a backlight available to it if you're in a dark area. We want to notice here that the probe assembly is permanently attached to the Testo 310, cannot be removed nor replaced without sending it to Testo. The sensors in this piece and the calibration can only be done by Testo. Does carry a 2-year warranty on the product itself, including the sensors, with the exception of the battery and the thermocouple in the temperature and the probe assembly here. So let's see if I can get the cover off there. So that's the thermocouple in the probe assembly there. Also comes with a probe stop, and the filters are easily changeable on the fly without having to take apart the whole unit. The last function that I want to talk about on this particular piece is the water trap. Okay, very accessible, very easy to get to water trap on the unit. As for the condensation on it, basically tip it upside down to empty it. Important feature, guys, on that, if you're working in cold environments and you're leaving your tools in the van and they got water in them, it's going to freeze overnight. So make sure you empty your water traps. All right, next up is the new Testo 320, and you can tell it's a new version here. It's orange down here where the previous version was gray, and it's a 320LX, which means it comes with Bluetooth now, guys, automatically. Pretty cool feature. We just want to show you what's in the box here. So we got the analyzer itself, printer, and you can order this kit with or without the printer. This is a much bigger case than a Testo 310, and it has some storage compartments. So we have spots. They make a lot of additional probes for this piece, which we'll go over later. But they have different storage compartments here for the different pieces, parts, and so forth. It comes with, again, the extra filters on here. And another storage compartment in the top of the case. Next up is the new Testo 320LX. Again, LX has the orange on it, which means it has Bluetooth. You'll notice on a little harder for me to see here, the 320 does have a removable probe assembly, which means if you do damage your probe, that you can replace it. Do not have to send it into Testo. The next thing that you'll notice on this one is it's a color display, full backlight, 6-line display. Go ahead and get this thing going here. Okay, so we can see 6 different pieces of information on the display simultaneously, so you're not scrolling through menu systems. Does have a water trap on the top, just like the 310 does. One thing I forgot to mention on the 310 is they both do have magnets on them. You can throw them on the ductwork or inside the furnace that you're working on. The 320 itself then also has 2-year warranty across the unit itself, with the exception of the battery. It does cover the thermocouple on this one. Next thing that we want to talk about too is the sensors, and we're going to open up the back here in just a second. I've already loosened up the screws on the back of this piece here. I just want to show you the inside. So we've got 2 sensors here. We've got the O2 CO sensor. Here's the battery pack, by the way. I wanted to show you that we can take the sensors out in the field. The sensors themselves are field replaceable. The next thing I want to talk about on the Testo 320 is that it does have the ability to be used with a bunch of different probe assemblies that they make. Some of the probe assemblies are going to plug into where the probe assembly is. Some of them are going to plug into when we remove the ambient air temp piece. Some of the probe assemblies are going to plug into there. The first one that is very popular is the combustion air temperature probe. So again, this plugs into the ambient air temp spot. We can also use this thing as a differential manometer or differential pressure. So there's another assembly this one plugs into where the probe assembly was. They also make a couple different really cool devices. This particular one's for ambient CO, and they also make one that looks almost identical There's also a combustible gas leak detector. Again, both of these will plug into the ambient air temp spot. We have the 320 here. This is again the new LX version. You can tell with it's orange. This is the Bluetooth variation. We have the app open next to it, Android only at this point. Now what you'll notice immediately is there's a lot more information available on the app. So including when you're generating a report, the address, the site locations. And the other thing I'm going to talk about too is that the 320 has memory in it for up to 500 tests. The 310 does not have memory, so you've got to document your test as you're doing it. 310 does not have memory, folks. Okay, we've got them here side by side now. I just want to do a quick recap between the two. 2-line display, 6-line display, full color graphic. The new LX version, which is orange, also has Bluetooth capability communicating with an Android device. The Testo 310 does not have memory in it, where the Testo 320 does, and it can also be documented with the app. If you have any questions, give us a call here at TruTech Tools. Hope you enjoyed the video.